enough. Still good enough for my intro. It's not my normal intro, no, but it is good enough. It's good enough to basically say, the killer is here, right here on your Party Pirate radio station 102.1 FM. It's me, Eric Erickson. It's currently 9:54. It's 9:54 already. I said I would only do an hour tonight, but I might go a little longer. You can give me a call at 813-756-6444. Call up the killer and tell him what you want to hear. I'm not playing much music because I'm sort of on a rant tonight. I'll just be brutally honest. I'm sort of on a rant. Should I chew gum? What do you think? Is that unprofessional of me? Should I chew gum? I'm going to do it anyway. Why? Because I want to. You're not calling. You're just watching the rerun. I'm driving back to Atlanta by the time you're watching the rerun. It's all about the podcast, isn't it? Little podcast. We don't really do podcasting because we're old school, but there's gum wasn't such a good idea. Minty fresh. Anyway, but we're thinking about it. We're thinking about joining the 21st century. We're already in the 20th, still are. My hair should tell you that. It's all mine. I bought and paid for it myself. And basically, we're trying to find new avenues so you, the viewer, can enjoy more of the Party Pirate. I want to come back full time. I do get some emails every so often. They'll forward me the emails. Where's the killer? And then Craven will say, forward to killer. And I have to explain why I'm not there. Where you been, killer? I've been earning a living. And if I could just make my living here, it would be pretty cool. But apparently that's just not going to happen. But it can. And this is how. All you have to do is start your own little campaign for the Party Pirate. It's real simple. If you're part of any message board, put us in your signature. Hey, I support the Party Pirate. I believe in the killer. It's like, all right then show your colors, as it were. And to do that, what you have to do is spread the word. You got friends. You got like 200 Twitter friends and Facebook and LinkedIn. You got all that crap. Let them know that you love the Party Pirate. Tell them how to find us. So they go on the internet like you did, and they're watching the show. And start spreading the word. You spread the word to 2 friends, and then they tell 2 friends, and so on and so on and so on. You can be that guy. You can be on top of the pyramid, as it were. I believe you can do it. I know you can. I'm trying to work on my Shatner. I do a couple of voices here and there, but I can never get Shatner. But why? Why do you listen, man? I'm trying. It's not very good. Anyway, it's not like my brother. My brother called me up. He refuses to drive up, Yeah, you still in the radio station? That's what you do, huh? Yeah, good luck to that. Hope you enjoy your 1.5 listeners. Because the other half is passed out drunk. Yeah, I'm sure he's going to get entertained. It's like, oh, come on, man, I have more than 1.5 listeners. Yeah, about 2 3/4. Because the other 3/4 are doing crack in the back room. Yeah, that's funny. Yeah, I checked the Magic 8 Ball. Magic 8 Ball said, sorry. Outlook, not so good. So it's like, I can't win, Why are you going back to the radio station? Why are you wasting your time, boy? You should be driving your mother to the store. It's like, Ma, I just drove 475 miles. I don't need to drive another 5 to take you to the store. But I need things. It's like, oh, pack mule killer. It's like, do you want me to, do you want me to buy the stuff too? Of course, you're my son. Buy stuff for your mama. It's like, oh my God. And what do I get out of it? My appreciation. Thank you. That's it? That's all I get? You know, you do all these shows, and it's just like, yeah, thanks, good job. I mean, that's it, man. Huh? Okay, all right. Just my ego. I have a big ego. Let's be realistic about it. I have a very big ego. It's the only thing I got big left. Well, almost anything. But, every now and then, it don't cost that much money to show your appreciation, basically, and as your part of the appreciation, what you need to be doing is you need to be, putting us out there, put our links on your Twitters and your Facebooks, I believe in the Party Pirate. Let's see it. I want to see it out there. So then what can happen is if you're, coffee. What you can, Jen, what you then all of a sudden Google starts picking up on your tweets and stuff, and the word Party Pirate gets stuck into the lexicon, and then it just starts growing and growing, and next thing you know, you got Killa 5 days a week. Would you like Killa 5 days a week instead of just 5 minutes? I think you do. I really do. And then we can get things working again, like the internet. Well, I mean, the internet's working. Don't get me wrong. It is working. It's just not working to Killa's standards. Well, you don't need new music. You'll be just fine. You'll be fine. But I want to play the newest song by so-and-so. Just play the same old stuff we play all the time. That's fine. It costs $7. $7 for the new program. You got $7? Yeah, I got it in my wallet right now. Oh, you have $7. Okay. It's like, oh, Mr. Moneybags got $7, walking around with $7 in his pocket. Yeah, that's big spender. So here it is, Craven, $7. I want to play the new song by so-and-so. Here's $7. Yeah, well, yeah, you give me the $7. Now I take the $7 and now I need another $7. It's just like, and while you're at it, why don't you have a cup of coffee? There's some marmalade-looking coffee on the stove there. Just give it 3 minutes before it actually will come out of the pot. You stir it, and then all of a sudden, just the spoon is sticking up like a sore thumb, like that. Just like it's like, well, what you got in this coffee? There molasses? I didn't finish my my mac and cheese, but it was very good, and I appreciate it, Robin. Thank you very much. I like mac and cheese. I also like alarms that go off. That's the "you're running too much, Killa" alarm. That's the "you're running." You're diary of the mouth, Killa, right now. You're just running. But, I don't plan on being here all night, I just wanted to get a couple clips out there for you guys to let you know, A, I'm still breathing. I'm still alive. Haven't been here in a while. But I'm still here, and I'm still a vital member of the Party Pirate. 2, we still believe in you. We're the only radio station that gives a damn about you. We always have been. We always will be. The radio station, I'll tell you one thing. The radio stations in this market have gotten worse. Just abysmal. Just, you should be, if you work for any radio station in this market, you should be ashamed of yourself. Just, I want you to look in the mirror. Look at those bloodshot eyes and say, I suck. Not you, the listener. You, the provider of entertainment, because I don't know what I think the thing is that terrestrial radio, to a certain degree, has just given up hope. They said, I can't compete with these 16-year-old kids who make podcasts talking about the latest Pokemon. So screw it. I'm not even going to bother anymore. Shame on you. Because you should do better. You must do better, man. Still not right. It's still not good enough. I got to drive back to Atlanta. I should be driving back to Atlanta tomorrow to save me some grief, but I'm going to actually drive back to Atlanta on Wednesday. And then I report back to what's left of my job on Thursday. And who knows, by Friday, I might be driving back because I'm unemployed. And I'll have no job. Then I could do the radio station whenever I want, and maybe we could have a charity event to feed the killer because he has no job and no money. Call 1-800-FEED-KILL, FEDKILL. Please give what you can to the Feed the Killa organization at 1234 Starving Way. Anyway, what else is there? Let's see. I usually go through at this point in desperation the best of the Killer. Do the Aussie bit. Why aren't you calling? I know you should be calling. I don't know why. Call. They don't want to call, Ozzy. They don't want to call. I don't know why they don't want to call. Pick up the phone. All right, so that was the Ozzy Sharon bit. Let's see what's the Cheech thing is like, hey, you need to be calling, man. Yeah, okay, so that's enough of that crap. Let's see, I did Kevin already. I did Craven. Is there anybody I'm forgetting? It's got to be somebody in this repertoire. I mean, I've been doing this repertoire for almost 20 years. Got to have more than that. It'll come to me. You know what? Let's do this. I'm going to do this real quick. This is the Bikers in Blue poker run for autism. It's happening Saturday, April 15th at 8 a.m. It's going to be happening at PJ Nolan's Irish Pub and Grill. Did I say Nolan's? PJ Dolan's. I'm sorry, guys. I heartfelt sorry. PJ Dolan's at Irish Pub and Grill. That's located on 2836 East Barris Avenue in Tampa. It's going to be a benefit, and basically it says wherever you ride a motorcycle or want to follow in your vehicles, all are welcome to come to this event. Please join Bikers in Blue for a fabulous day for an awesome cause: autism awareness and support. Cars, Jeeps, trucks, scooters, motorcycles, buses, and limousines are welcome. So, by all means, please, if you've got your limousine in your carport and it's not doing anything, please bring your limousine by. Remember, if it has wheels, y'all, Y''ALL, can roll with us. Especially in that limousine. You got the limousine, I got the limousine, and it's got the hydraulics, you got the hydraulics there. You'll be awfully sharp in that bouncing limousine. Registration starts at 8 a.m. at PJ Dolan's, well, that's with a D. $10 each, $5 for any additional hands. Last bike in is at 5 p.m. $500 in cash prizes to winning poker hands. So, you can play some poker, too. You can probably play it in the back of that limousine while it's bouncing. So, you got your cards, and the limousine is bouncing, and you go, Jen. Well, no, not Jen, because that would, poker, screw it. Special prizes, raffles, and a 50-50. I don't know, I'm not sure what the 50-50 is. And live music and more. I don't know what the live music is. Live music throughout the day and when we return from run. So there'll be bands playing live, then you do the run, and you come back, and the bands are still playing. It's like Titanic, I had a couple guys at work recently talk about they could not understand the logic. They could not understand the logic of how the band played on the Titanic. You remember that scene in Titanic where basically what happened was there's the string quartet playing the violins and the what's the big one called? Not an oboe. That's a wind instrument. Can't remember. The big violin. The violins and the big violin. If you know the name of that big violin, please give us a call, 813-756-6444. Call up the killer and make him look like an idiot, which isn't that hard. He can do it all by himself, but he'd love your participation. And they could not understand the logic. It was like, hey, man, if I saw that the Titanic was going down, I would throw that thing and I would get in one of those rowboats real quick. And it's just like, yeah, but they know they're already doomed. I try to explain this to them. Look, they're men. And in the Titanic, they weren't letting men in the what you call those things, the rowboats, the escape pods, or that's Star Wars. They weren't letting them in the rescue boats. Just that's where the phrase "women and children first" come from. So they were already screwed. And it's not as if they were like Metallica. They're just 4 guys who can play violins. So they know they're not getting on the vote. So what the hell? They might as well jam one final tune, before they meet their maker. They got nowhere to go. So what the hell? One final dirge before we sink into the almighty blue. And and then at the end of it, when they see that the hole is starting to rise because it's about ready to break into 2 pieces, one guy looks at the other guy and he goes, "It's been an honor playing with you. I'm very appreciative of your entertainment and your friendship as we've played on." And then all of a sudden, the big smokestack lands on top of him like a Monty Python sketch, and end of band. It's over. It's like, man, I would have just jumped on any rowboat and just and saved myself. It's like, yeah, but you're the band. You're not even, you're not even a co-headliner. You're just 4 guys playing some music because they didn't have recordings back in those days. So basically, you're expendable. Yeah. So remember, if you're taking up violin, be ready to meet your maker eventually, because you are background music with a capital back and a bigger ground. All right. Well, let's see. It's currently 10:10, and I want to just hang out with you guys for just a little bit longer. I appreciate nobody called, but nobody knew I was coming. So I can't blame you guys. I can't blame you guys for that. I mean, you didn't know I was coming. If because I like I said, I wasn't really promoting it. I wasn't really saying that, don't worry about it. The killer's going to be here in a week. I usually call up Craven, and give him the usual drill. Basically, I tell him, I'm coming, so start promoting the killer, because I'm not driving all this way for nothing. For nothing. And then, he'll say, I've been promoting you all week. And then what he does is he waits 3 hours before I come, and then he promotes me. Yeah, I've been doing it all week. Well, why does that say Tuesday then? It should say Friday, the last Thursday, right? Oh, that's just a typo. That's a typo. So I hope you enjoyed the rerun while I'm driving like a zombie. Can you imagine 8 hours in the car by yourself and just staring at the same yellow lines over and over and over again, and just driving and driving back to somewhere you really don't want to go? I mean, I tell this story all the time. When I leave Georgia, when I leave the Atlanta area and I go over the Florida-Georgia line, it's like that scene in Who Framed Roger Rabbit, when the detective finally goes into Toontown after fighting it, and the curtains open up and they go, "How you doing, killer?" Thanks, happy son, and all that crap. That's what it's like when I drive over that Georgia-Florida line, But when I drive back over it, it's like all of a sudden the sky gets darker. Prepare for your return to doom. It's like, oh God, Even though I must be honest with you, it's 2017. Florida, do we really need all the big rebel flags on the side of the highway? Now, I know I got a lot of Floridians like, that's nothing but tradition. That's tradition. Has nothing to do with racism. Don't you touch that flag, boy. Don't you touch that flag. You touch that flag, I'll be touching you. Has nothing to do with racism. You get away from that flag. Don't touch that flag. Don't you even get near that. Don't even look at that flag. Don't even look at that. Has nothing to do with racism. You can look at the flag. That's all right. You can help me raise the flag. I want you to run from it. Don't even look at that flag. Don't look at the flag. Don't look at that flag. But you can salute the flag. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Salute it. That's right. You're a good American. I don't care what you think. Really? It's 2017. Do we really need to have what is this? Is it in honor of the General Lee? Really? Do I really need to be half exhausted and seeing a stadium-sized rebel flag saying Hey, we're Florida, and we still think it's 1962. Do I really need to see that? Really? Really? Come on. I mean, are we Mississippi Junior at this point? I mean, come on. The flag, look, it pisses off a lot of people. I know you believe in tradition, the South will rise again. Not with that attitude, it's not. Get rid of the flag. Put up an American flag. If you really want to piss people off, instead of the stars in the blue area, put Donald Trump's face on it. There you go. Trump America. It's Trump America. Yeah. Put up the wall. So next thing you know, the economy goes to crap or shit. And then all those jobs that you didn't want to do in the first place are now available for you because we have no immigrants to, I hope you like that leaf blower because soon you're going to be holding it. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. No more immigrants. America first. No more immigrants. So, okay, well, guess what? We got the wall built. No more immigrants. So we're going to fire you because the economy is in the crapper. And your new job is that leaf blower that Miguel was using just about 4 months ago. Miguel, we tossed him over the wall. We tossed him actually with a rebel flag, believe it or not. We put him in the middle and just went 1, 2, 3, and over the wall he went. So, but we did keep his leaf blower. So his leaf blower is fine. It's in perfect condition. We even oiled it for you. So I know that you used to have a good job, but now that we built the wall and we have no money for the country, we have to cut your job. But the leaf blower job that you wouldn't have done in the first place, it's fully available. Enjoy. Would you like the 6 horsepower leaf blower, or would you like the full 18? Just keep in mind with the full 18 that we'll expect 3 lawns done, not just 1. And what's the point with the leaf blower anyway? I mean, they're not. What's the point in blowing it, 3 feet into the street, and then I got my car and I drive over it. The leaves blow from the force of the car right back to where it started, and then Miguel has got the leaf blower, and then he blows it back. It's a vicious circle, baby. What's the point? Why are you? Now I'm doing Seinfeld. Why are you blowing leaves when you realize the leaves will be right back? Why do you do this? It would be easier to bag the leaves. But that's when you have to call a supervisor. Oh my God! Just put a bullet in an old killer. You got one, Andy? Oh boy, I tell you, ever since Trump America, a lot of people been stocking up on them guns. Stocking up. I love my gun. I got my gun in my right hand and my pecker in the left. And one of them is going to go off tonight. Yeah, I tell you, man, I mean, really, here's one of the truth. I was in Atlanta at the time when Trump was landsliding the election. And yes, for full disclosure, I did vote for Trump. But keep in mind of this. I voted for Trump because of my personal presidential track record. What do I mean by that? Well, let's see. The first time I voted for Ross Perot. Wah, wah. Not a chance. So my vote lost, right? Next time, let's see. Next time was Bush. And then who was against Bush? It was Al Gore. That's right. And I voted for Al Gore. Wah, wah. And then I voted for who's the old man? The old man who had a pencil in his hand. Can anyone help me here? That was oh, come on, killer, dude. And I voted for him. Wah, wah. I think I missed the Clinton era, didn't I? But anyway, and then we had the Obama years, and I picked my winners on that one too. I picked John McCain, and then when it came to Mr. Mormon, I said I give up, and I didn't vote in that election. I stayed home. And but this one, I said, okay, I can't. I mean, I like Trump, the personality, but the guy should not be president. I mean, he's a madman. He's still playing little Twitter games on his phone. He watches Fox News. This is an entertainer. Now, granted, we had an entertainer before, many years ago. His name was Ronald Reagan, and he was an entertainer. But he worked his way up. He was first the president of the SAG organization. That's the Screen Actors Guild. So he got some sort of, after acting, he got some sort of governing, as it were. Then he became the governor of California. So, Arnold. No, I'm not going to do Arnold. No, I'm the governor of California. Yeah, I knew I shouldn't have done that. Was not our first Californian governor. That was an actor. That was Reagan. So Reagan, then he was working with, and Reagan ran a few times for president and eventually got it. But like Trump bypassed all that. He went from the apprentice to the presidency. I want you to think about that. I mean, it's like, and I can't even get close to Trump for some reason. I can't do Trump at all. But basically, he says he's been running his businesses, but a lot of his businesses crapped out. Trump University, Trump Steaks. The guy was selling meat. He went from selling meat to selling you as meat. How about that one? So, I couldn't. But here's another thing. Like a lot of Americans, I didn't trust Hillary either. I guess we just weren't ready for a female president. All right, calm down. Calm down, ladies. Calm down. Calm down. Put the frying pan down and calm down. It's okay. We just weren't ready. Hey, you didn't vote for her either. I don't want to hear that. And what blows my mind is most people that are protesting Trump's presidency, especially during the first month or so, they were all the kids who didn't vote, period. Well, look, if you didn't play the game, you can't expect a prize at the end, Yeah. What were you thinking? What were you thinking? So why are you out there bitching and moaning? You didn't vote anyway. If you could prove I voted Hillary and Trump became president, and now look at me. Now look at the country. Well, it's only been a month. Give us time for the apocalypse, okay? The apocalypse ain't going to start in a day. Give us at least a year or two, The whole Russian relations thing and, it'd be good. I can't do it. I can't do a Trump. I can't even get close to a Trump. It would be good. Wouldn't it be good to have our mortal enemies as our friends? Wouldn't it be good? Yeah, if you could still trust your mortal enemy. You got to do something to prove that it's like, hey, I'm cool. I can prove I'm cool. And I want to do something to prove I'm cool. Putin hasn't done anything like that. He just said, I want to be a friend. I want to be your friend. Is that close? No, that's not close either. God, I suck. And that hasn't been proven either. So like he wants to be his buddy and hang out with him, have a few beers, play some cards, let loose some secrets. But it's just between you and me, right? Of course, it's just between you and me. Of course. Next thing you know, you've been waiting to the sequel to World War II for almost 60, 70 years. Well, guess what? It's finally coming to a theater and household near you. So enjoy the rest of mankind. I know that my bunker is ready. I'm waiting for Thunderdome, baby. Yeah, I even sort of look a little bit like Mel Gibson. Sadly, when I was a young man, I looked so much like Mel Gibson, it was ridiculous. Like the Lethal Weapon years, I used to have the what do you call it? The helmets, mullet, like Mel. And yeah, the girls love me, Now I look like how Mel looks now. Like if you look at his mugshot now, yeah, that's what you're seeing right here. Yeesh. Yeah, aging pretty boy. It's not a pretty picture, folks. But I think I'd make a cool, Mad Maxian, basically I know half of our biker listeners, they can't wait. You know, it's like they're ready. Hell, they look like we're already in Thunderdome to begin with. You know, so their lives aren't going to change that much. It's just that they're going to have to basically brew their own beer now. Yeah. Okay, so I did that. I did. I think I pretty much covered everything tonight, and it is 10:24. The temperature is a wonderful 71 degrees, and I am Eric Erickson. I appreciate you. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. I know you didn't hang out with me when I was live, you know, but I hope I'm still alive as you're watching these reruns. You guys watch the reruns. You know, oh, I love your podcast, dude. I love your podcast. Well, it's not a podcast. You know, it's just basically the file of the original thing I did while I was recording it, and you just happen to get it from the internet, and you're watching it on your iPhone. Yeah, that's a podcast. Oh, really? I had no idea. Trying to explain it. No, we don't do podcasts. We essentially are, Craven. We're doing the podcast. That's what I'm trying to explain to you. It's just basically we just need to take the clips and put them on a website that hosts podcasts. And then we'll get more listeners and possibly even more sponsors, because once they start downloading it, we can get more money. Don't you understand, Craven? Yeah, but we don't do podcasts. Anyway, I had a good time. Who knows? Maybe I might even come back tomorrow. I doubt it. Anyway, I hope you enjoy yourself. I'm just going to play a little bit of Slayer. At least I'm going to attempt to. Yeah, there we go. A little bit of Slayer for you. Anyway, my name is Eric Erickson. I had a great time. Thanks for listening. If you have any comments, please email and contact. Go to the Autism Speaks thing happening on the April 15th. Until we meet again, my friends, I love you all. Pay attention to the killer. He loves you too. I'll see you soon, okay? Have a good time, and be strong, folks. I'll see you in the future. Bye.